They say good food is like a work of art. But what if I made actual art inspired by 3 popular foods? Well, it doesn't always go as planned, but first up is peanut butter. I started by setting up my photography studio area, and then I took some bread, threw it in the toaster, and made some toast. Then I took this nice looking toasty guy, put him on the backdrop, took a photo, and then I got it printed on a canvas. And now for the messy part, I'm gonna use this modeling paste and acrylic paint to make the peanut butter texture. I gooped some of the paste into a container and then added some acrylic paint. I mixed in a few different shades of brown to get that perfect peanut butter color. Then I started adding it on top of the toast canvas. And this part was so fun. Smearing it on, trying to make it look as realistic as possible. Honestly, it was one of the most satisfying things ever. I ate PB on toast a lot growing up, so it felt like I've been training my whole life for this moment. All right, it's a few hours later, it's dried, and here is the final artwork. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'll bring you in for a close-up. Next up is corn. It's too nice of a day out to be inside, so we're gonna do this one out here. I've never made a candle before, but we're gonna try to make a corn-shaped candle. Let's see how it goes. I got this candle mold off Etsy, and I started by poking a hole in the bottom of it with a nail, and then I put a candle wick through that hole, attached it to a popsicle stick, and then used some tape to seal it up nice so there'd be no leakage once the wax was poured in. And then I took some wax pellets and poured them into a pot. This process is called broiling, where you use hot water in a big pot to evenly heat something in a little pot. So mixy, and more mixing. Then I added in some wax dye. And I was pretty excited. Look at that beautiful corn yellow. And then came the suspenseful part. I poured the hot wax into the mold. And surprisingly, only spilled a little bit. That was a ton of fun. Now we just wait and see if it was a total fail or if it works out. Ooh, look at this cool transition. It feels like Christmas getting to open this up. My excitement levels were high, but it didn't last too long. Not exactly what I was picturing. It's not perfect. It's a total fail or if it works out.
Total fail.
Looks like somebody took some bites out of it or something. Sheer determination just sort of took over at this point. And I used a lighter and individually melted the kernels of corn back onto the cob. It took so long. Then I trimmed down the wick and I present to you what is truly now a handmade candle. I was gonna say something motivating about perseverance, but I don't want to be corny. It's a new day and time for our third art challenge. The popular food we're going to do, I honestly have never met anyone who said they don't like it. We're gonna do pizza. Here's the plan. I'm gonna try to recreate the Mona Lisa, but only using pizza ingredients. I started by taping down a piece of Bristol board so I would have a solid work surface. Then I traced out a picture frame as a border, which we'll add at the end. Here's the famous portrait for reference. And I just got right into it. Threw on some mozzarella cheese, cut out her face and body shape from the pizza crust, and I smeared on some pizza sauce onto the Bristol board, which just felt kind of wrong. Whoever came up with that saying, don't play with your food, they didn't know what they were talking about, because this is fun. I'm just cutting out a hand out of the pizza crust. I'm having a blast. I don't know what that person was saying. It was like a weird food puzzle as I used olives, yellow pepper, and onions to build out the portrait. I realized bacon would work perfectly as the hair, so I styled her up and it's actually starting to come together, slowly but surely. I gotta figure out how to do the face, and then a few finishing touches, and then I think it should be done. The face was legit so tricky to do. I cut off the skin of the olives, which were so tiny, and I went full surgeon mode and used tweezers to carefully place them on. It's done. I'm gonna add this frame, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm actually really proud of this one. Yes. Let's go. I present to you the Mona Lisa made entirely out of pizza ingredients. It smells so good in here now, and this definitely made me hungry, so I'm gonna go make an actual pizza for dinner. Thanks for watching. Bye.